Hello, this is Ariella Carmel at Calcalist Mind the Tech Conference in New York. I'm joined by Yarom Vadish, the EVP Sales and Tourism at El Al and Chairman of Sundor. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
Now, can you start off by telling me a little bit about Sundor?
Well, I've been with Sundor for about 2 years now. After the corona, I was voted in as the chairman of Sundor. And since then, we've put a strategic plan regarding Sundor. Just for everyone to know, Sundor is a sister company of El Al, and it's part of the El Al group. And Sundor deals with short-haul destinations in the area, in the vicinity of the Mediterranean, and a bit into Europe.
Okay. And do you have any particular focuses?
Yeah, we'll focus on vacation plans. We focus on tourism, outgoing from Israel to the Greek islands, to Cyprus, to all these areas. That is the speciality of Sundor. And this year we were able to show great results as we just published our results. I'm glad to say, and I'm happy to say that Sundor earned about 30% of El Al profit in the year 2023, and it's standing at $30 million, which is a great achievement. There's a great team at Sundor that was put together under the corona, after the corona.
And can you speak a bit to how the current period has impacted both Sundor and El Al?
Yes, the current period, unfortunately, it changed Sundor's focus because Sundor is built on wet lease planes. Every summer we take planes from wet lease companies. Wet lease means that we hire planes that are not in the El Al fleet in order to enlarge our sales and to give passengers the opportunity to fly out. Unfortunately, the biggest impact is that last summer we had 6 planes, and this summer, due to the structure and due to the insurance policy of foreign carriers, we're unable to get another 3 planes. So we're a little bit handicapped, and we're going to fly only with 3 planes, which will affect customers and will affect the results of Sundor. So we are in a position that we're looking into we think there'll be a good summer, we believe, because people want to refresh themselves after the war or during the war or during the situation in Israel. But unfortunately, the demand will be bigger than the supply due to us not having the planes.
Okay.
So this is one of the things that is on the table now in Sundor.
I see. Now, can you speak to broader trends that you're noticing within the greater field of tourism?
People want to fly out in order to get a few days of fresh air. You know the situation in Israel is very tense, and since the 7th of October, there's a lot of pressure in Israel. And the trend is that people want to fly out for a few days, short destinations, in order to get some air and come back home. There's no tourism at the moment. Yes, there's no tourism coming into Israel, but we believe that slowly it will develop. I'm talking about El Al now. Sundor is a purely company that really is catering to the Israeli market. El Al, on the other hand, is waiting for the tourism to come back in. Unfortunately, it's not. There is what we call a Jewish tourism. It's a different kind of tourism. People who have Jews in America, for example, who have families at home and who have families in Israel, they are looking to come in. Okay. So it's very, very different now. But there are not pleasure groups coming into Israel at the moment.
That makes sense. Now, can you speak a little bit to El Al's activities to support the
I'm glad you asked that question. And this is the most important thing. In the end of the day, El Al is the national carrier of the state of Israel. I believe that in Israel there are 2 air forces. There is the civilian air force, which is El Al, and of course there's the military air force. By the way, the pilots fly in both air forces, both in the civilian and in the military. And our job as the national carrier of Israel, and this is more important than the results, and this is more important than anything else, is to help those in need. And we adopted into our company the Mate Chatufim, the hostages,
The families of the
hostage
hostages.
families, and we are catering and bankrolling, if I can say, many of their flights abroad in order to help them bring their families home and to help Israel bring the hostages back home. So El Al is very active in that direction.
Okay. Well, on that note, we're going to close the conversation, but thank you so much
Thank you for having
joining
me.
me. My pleasure.
It's always great. Thank you.